Right, so I've got another idea of a different type of trap. Now I'll tell you how this kind of came about. I've done the video of the string brick trap. I showed it on Facebook and I was talking to a friend called Tony Naylor about it, and he said, I wonder if you could drill through a brick, put the string through the hole you've drilled, and then like tie a nut on the end of it, so that when the nut was chewed, the string would fly through and the brick would come down. So I thought that was a brilliant idea, and as soon as he said that, he suddenly gave me an idea for something else. So I'll just move the camera around a bit and then show you another idea what I thought of because he'd mentioned that. Right, so I'm going to do it in here because it's just easier for me to talk. You can hear me clear enough and you ain't got to listen to that road outside. So, after he'd mentioned about a brick with a hole through it, I suddenly thought we could do that with a cage, and maybe it doesn't have to be kind of bait tied to it. So I thought, if you had a cage, now you probably could do this with a wooden cage. I think you could. I think you could do your kind of stacked stick cage. You just need to have one bit at the top where you can put something through, and I think that would be easily done. You may be able to do this with dead full weights, but you would need to probably have a hole through it or something. So you may be able to do it with a load of stacked up logs which have been tied together, but it's got to have a gap through it. So what I've done, I'll just take this bit of string off it to show you. I've carved this stick out. This back part with the notch, that's just to tie string, so that's kind of optional. If you can get a bit of string on there tight enough, you don't need that. But the other one is that notch there. So flat here and then coming slanting down to it there. That's the most important part. Now you could vary this by putting this at different places till you kind of got the best way it sets off, if you know what I mean. So onto that I tied a bit of string. Any old bit of string would do. And then, right, you've got to imagine a little bit of this part. Wardrobe is a tree or a pole stuck in the ground what you can tie this to. But I suppose if you was doing this indoors, you could just use a wardrobe or whatever, or against a wall or something, as long as you can tie the string to it. So what you do, thread your string through something. Now this works by, the good thing about this, you can also put it either way so it goes off whether it's pushed or pulled. Put it through one of the bars in the cage, and then you raise it up until you get it where you want it. Takes a little bit of time. I think that's about it there. Say there, and then tie it off. I'll bring the camera closer so you can see a bit. So that's how you've got it inside. The good thing is it's quite far into the back of the cage. Now that one would go off by pushing it. So you may want to get it, turn this around and then stick it in again so it goes off by pulling it. I'll do that and then I'll show you. Right, I've turned it round now. So now it's been changed around so that when it comes towards us now, it will go off. So the good thing about a trap like this is, as you can see, it doesn't take much to do. You've only really carved one stick, a bit of string, you need a tree or something to attach it to, or a pole, and your cage. Pretty simple. There is quite a lot of pressure on the trigger though, I will admit. So you might want to either adjust where it is on the stick, how long the stick comes down, whether you want this bit shorter or longer, and how deep it is. You want to do it so it's, you know, a minimum. But it can be set up so it's, well, you could do it so it's set up in every direction. So if it was pulled, pushed, whatever, this one will go off more if it's pulled towards us. But the good thing is it's right in there as well, and they've got to come up and kind of reach right up here, so they're in there properly when they do it. Relatively simple. I'll see if I can sort one of these out, you know, outside, so it looks a bit more kind of natural. But it takes a little bit of tugging, but it does go off relatively easily. Right, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.